Okay, thank you. All right. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Covington City Council meeting for Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. In compliance with state law, City Council special and regular meetings will be held in a hybrid format with in-person, telephonic, and virtual options for public viewing and participation. I call this meeting to order. Krista, could you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Soltis? Here. Councilmember Wagner?
Here.
Councilmember Hartsock?
Here.
Councilmember Harjahausen?
Present.
Councilmember Reed?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Porter?
Here.
And Mayor Smith?
Here.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would you all join me and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So up next is approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes?
No changes, Mayor.
Okay, I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
And moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I am going to take a little mayor privilege here. We do have someone on the dais who has a birthday today.
Oh, no.
So we have a little something for you there. Thank you to staff. One.
Oh, no. It's sweets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yes, yeah, your dinner, exactly. You're welcome. So,
It's not just Valentine's themed, it's because we love you so much.
yeah.
That's what my mom said every year.
There you go.
Nice.
Smart mom.
So, should we all sing happy birthday?
No.
Yes.
It's all good.
Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Riley. Happy birthday to you.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Thought you were gonna say, don't quit your day job. Yeah.
I
Morning,
think
night,
just
Jill.
sitting
Yeah.
here. She.
Oh, no, she's, yeah.
Actually, we
Yeah,
should have just had Christine.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the future, we'll just do that.
If I get called out.
We don't have any public communication. So we're now up to the first public comment period. Speakers will state their name, organization, and whether they are a Covington resident. Yeah, if you could grab it, that'd be great. Comments are directed
signed
to, no, okay. Comments are directed to the city council, not the audience or staff. Comments are to be related to city business. Comments are not intended for conversation or debate and are limited to 4 minutes per speaker. For attendees participating by Zoom, click the raise hand button. For attendees participating by phone, dial *9 to raise your hand. Once the city grants permission to speak, press the unmute in Zoom or dial *6 to unmute by the phone. We don't have anyone signed up. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to address the council at this moment? Anyone online? Okay, I don't see any hands and no one approaches the podium, so we'll close that public comment period. We have another one at the end of the meeting. Up next is approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving along. Up next is new business. Item number 1, resolution to authorize South King Housing and Homeless Partners to distribute funds under RCW 82.14.530. And Daphne, I think you're on. Hernandez. Yeah.
Good evening, City Council members. My name is Daphne Hernandez. I'm this city's staff liaison for South King Housing and Homeless Partners. Tonight, Claire Goodwin.
Could we
The
get the
ex-
volume
Turn up a little
increased?
bit.
Mason.
Turn up a little bit. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
No, you're
Uh,
good. Okay, we
Claire
can hear you.
Goodwin from Skip is actually will be doing the presentation tonight. So she's online, and then I can help answer any questions. Well, I'm going to turn it over to her.
Thanks, Daphne. So good evening. My name is Claire Goodwin, and I am the Executive Manager for the South King Housing and Homelessness Partners, or SKIP for short. And I apologize, I was out sick today, so I will be here presenting to you virtually instead of in person, which is always my preference. But thank you for having me here this evening. I am so excited to present to you the SKIP Executive Board's recommendation on SKIP's 2025 Housing Capital Fund. This is an annual process, and you may recall these presentations from previous years. So for those that are new to our work, SKIP is your sub-regional affordable housing consortium made up of 11 South King County cities, your city included, plus King County. We are a unified, coordinated, and collaborative coalition funding the construction and preservation of affordable housing right here in South King County. This is a meaningful opportunity to pool funds together with neighboring cities to collectively make an impact on the subregion's affordable housing shortage. And to date, we have pooled over $15 million to house our low-income neighbors or rehabilitate deteriorating multifamily buildings. SKIP pools substitute House Bill 1406 funds, House Bill 1590 funds, and even general funds from the 11 cities listed on your slide. In 2019, Substitute House Bill 1406 became law, allowing cities and counties to recapture a portion of Washington state sales tax when it's used to support affordable housing initiatives. In 2020, House Bill 1590 became law, allowing jurisdictions to impose a 0.1% local sales and use tax to support affordable housing, behavioral health facilities, and related supportive services. Cities had a limited window to act and retain those revenues before the county collected that revenue. And only 4 South King County cities collect it, including yours. We pool both of these funding sources each year through the execution of an interlocal agreement, plus any general fund contribution cities would like to make. Use of these pooled funds requires approval from each participating city council. Even though you have already contributed these funds to SKIP, your council will need to authorize the allocation of those funds to specific projects. And this approach allows multiple cities to pool their funds for projects across South King County to maximize the creation of affordable housing overall and in each city. So 6 projects applied for SKIP funding throughout South King County this year. The SKIP Advisory Board reviewed and made recommendations to the SKIP Executive Board to fund 3 of the 6 projects. After careful deliberation, the SKIP Executive Board concurred with the SKIP Advisory Board's recommendation to fund 3 projects totaling just under $4 million, with the breakdown by funding source listed on your slide and described in your agenda packet under the SKIP Executive Board memo dated January 8th, 2026. Per the requirements of our interlocal agreement, we are seeking concurrence from you on this recommendation. So the SKIP Executive Board recommends the 3 projects listed on the slide, and I'll briefly go through each one. So African Community Housing and Development's African Diaspora Cultural Anchor Village in SeaTac is a 129-unit new construction multifamily rental development located near the Tukwila International Boulevard Link Light Rail Station. The project aims to respond to community members' desire for a central anchor for South King County's African diaspora, immigrant, and refugee community. The project will support households earning between 30 and 60% area median income, or AMI, and includes set-asides for families with children and for households with a physical disability. $1.2 million is recommended by the board. And second is St. Stephen Housing Association Steelhouse in Renton. The project is a 3-bedroom new construction townhome development supporting families exiting homelessness, earning up to 50% AMI. The project applied to SKIP last year, and the city of Renton partially funded it directly at that time. $1,820,850 is recommended by the board. And third is the Mental Health Housing Foundation Steel Lake Affordable Housing in Federal Way. It is a 20-unit new construction rental project supporting individuals with severe and persistent mental illness, earning up to 30% and 50% AMI. The project is the first of 2 phases. $922,000 was recommended by the board. So this slide shows total amounts sourced from House Bill 1590 contributed by jurisdiction this funding round to the SKIP Housing Capital Fund. And of this total, the amounts to be contributed by jurisdiction for each project. You can also see the amount that was carried over from 2024, the unallocated interest from 2024, and the unallocated amount by jurisdiction to be used in future funding years. The first 2 projects we discussed are being funded through House Bill 1590 funds pooled by your city, Covington, Kent, and Maple Valley. So we are seeking authorization from City Council to allocate the amounts listed for the 2 projects under your city in alignment with the Executive Board's recommendation. This is $87,693 for ACHD's African Diaspora Cultural Anchor Village and $133,064 for St. Stephen's Steelhouse for a total allocation of $220,757. And you'll see a similar breakdown for the substitute House Bill 1406 funds on this slide. So this shows total amounts sourced from substitute House Bill 1406 contributed by jurisdiction this funding round to the SKIP Housing Capital Fund. And of this total, the amounts by jurisdiction to be allocated for the construction project in Federal Way. And Covington does not pool this funding source, so you wouldn't see your city show up here, but I do like to show it so you're aware of what our other SKIP members are pooling funds for. So in conclusion, we are looking for your support to authorize the allocation of $220,757 from the city's contribution to the SKIP Housing Capital Fund to finance the affordable housing projects we talked about tonight per our interlocal agreement requirements. And with that, I am happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Claire. Does the council have any questions? Yeah, Jennifer.
Hi, Claire. I was wondering, it was in our packet mention of, I believe it was the 1.2 million amount being a deferred loan. Could you explain that strategy to me?
Yeah, so a deferred loan is one that the borrower, the developer doesn't have to pay back annually. And the principal is deferred as well. So essentially, most of our loans tend to be deferred, forgivable, and contingent, meaning essentially we're not going to receive anything in return so long as they meet the requirements and commitments of the award and the covenant. So ensuring that the affordability terms are maintained for the 50 years.
So how does that differ from like the others that are grants?
Yeah, it's in practice, it's not a whole lot different. And it tends to be based on what the developer prefers. So this is a low-income housing tax credit project. And so they will need to have their loan terms in a certain way that allows them to leverage that program. And so it's often just how they set it up that is that's needed in order for them to get the tax credit project. So from our perspective, it actually doesn't matter too much whether it's a grant or a loan, because we, either way, we're not going to be expecting any
Jeff.
return on that.
Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, oh,
Thank
Debbie.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Claire. I had a question on the St. Stephen housing. Since it's such a small number of units, how are the families selected or prioritized? Is it based on greatest need or longest waiting for housing?
Yeah, so St. Stephen's will be the ones selecting the families. And I don't have a lot of information to share on how families will be selected, but I can certainly follow up with them and inquire. I know that they were looking to prioritize families exiting homelessness and prioritizing BIPOC households as well. So, other than that, I think you're right. 6 is not a lot of units, and it would be, informative to know how they would select them. The other thing I know about this project is St. Stephen's was running a trans um, a shelter there for transitional housing that they are closing essentially in order to open up this permanent supportive project. And so I think the intention is to reach back out to some of those families that were in the transitional housing to get them into this permanent housing. But I would be happy to ask them for more information if that would be helpful.
It won't change the way we vote tonight. I was just curious, but thank you. I think you've described it pretty well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Other questions?
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve proposed resolution authorizing the allocation of $220,757 from the city of Covington's contribution to the SCIP Housing Capital Fund to finance affordable housing in South King County communities in concurrence with the SCIP Executive Board's recommendation as presented. Jeff, do you wish to speak to your motion?
Thank you, Sean.
Mhm.
I just feel that this money is going to a good use, and the fact that while it's only the $220,000, it's can be leveraged to get a lot more and to help get people into homes and give them a sense of ownership. Even though it's rental, at least they're somewhere safe.
Jennifer, can you speak to your
Yeah,
comment?
just agreeing with Jeff. It's exciting to see what our small amount of dollars can do when combined with other cities. And it's really exciting to see SCIP work across the South King County region and really bring housing to people who need it. So Claire, thank you for your years of effort. It's paying off, and it's great to see.
Anybody else wishing to speak for or against motion? No? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the proposed resolution authorizing the allocation of $220,757 from the city of Covington's contribution to the SCIP Housing Capital Fund to finance affordable housing in South King County communities in concurrence with the SCIP Executive Board's recommendations as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion's been passed. Thank you, Claire, appreciate it.
Mr. Mayor,
Yeah,
we've lost our video feed, something
Oh.
we've not had happen
Oh.
before, so we can still proceed.
Okay.
We've got our audio, but Mason's gonna be fiddling with our box here to try to figure that out.
Okay.
I just wanted you to be aware.
okay. All right, thank you. Adjusting on the fly here. Thank you, Claire. Up next is new business. SR 516 pedestrian bridge project, CIP 1202, update and reduction in scope. Bob.
Hello, good evening, Mayor and council members, and welcome, Councilmember Reed.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening on behalf of Public Works regarding the pedestrian bridge feasibility study. As you may recall, during our last discussion in May 2025, we reviewed both the pedestrian ramp and elevator alternatives. Each option received mixed support. At that time, council direction was to defer selecting a final design type and location and instead focus on feasibility and pre-design elements that would support either alternative. Following that direction, the city's consultant COE adjusted the project scope to advance several foundational components. These included parking and access evaluations, potential amenities, railing options, sustainability consideration, and real estate needs. However, at this time, COE also determined that without a preferred bridge alternative identified, it was not possible to fully define or utilize the remaining scope of work tied to the available funding. As a result, the city anticipates returning approximately $161,544.39 in unused grants. And at this time, we just wanted to check and make sure the council concurs with the recommendation from our consultant. And I think the other alternative would be to select the location and type of the bridge and move forward with the design.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Any questions for Bob? Yeah, Jeff.
The money that's being returned goes back to the state?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Follow up on that. Does that, if we give 161,000 back, does that potentially impact future grants? No, so we don't spend it, we're okay.
Yeah.
And we can't allocate it for anything else other than the study of this pedestrian bridge. Okay, all right. Any other questions? Council wish to take action? Yeah. Yeah.
I'll move
Okay.
to authorize the city manager to execute a grant agreement supplement with COE. I'll leave it at that.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to authorize the city manager to execute a grant agreement supplement number 4 with COE North America for a reduction in scope and a fee of roughly 140,000 from the original contract in substantial form as attached. Christina, you want to speak to your motion?
Sure, it was for the feasibility. We did it. We tried. We definitely tried. And if we didn't have to give up what we had to give up to get that bridge, I think we could have been moving on with this, but unfortunately, the reality is that those pieces that we would have had to, the mitigation wasn't sustainable. So we're doing what we got to do.
Thank you. Jeff, want to speak to
I
your
agree with what Christina
Okay.
said.
Anybody else? Yeah, Beth.
I just wanted to say thank you for all the work that went into this. I know it's a desired element that we're looking for at some point in the future. Maybe we can come back to it if technology changes and we can use something that's a smaller footprint but still provides. I don't know if any of us are abandoning the idea, but at least we have some information that we can potentially use for future decisions. But
Anybody else wishing to speak for or against? No? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to authorize the city manager to execute a grant agreement supplemental number 4 with COE North America for a reduction in scope and fee of roughly 140,000 from the original contract in substantial form as attached. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you,
all.
Bob. All right. Up next, consider appointments to the youth council. Does the council wish to take action? Yes, Debbie.
I move that we appoint Serene Bedomo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, to fill position number 1 on the Youth Council with the term beginning immediately and expiring upon graduation from high school.
Is there a second?
Second.
Right, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Serene, Badumanu.
I think it's
Bedombo,
Bedombo.
okay, Bedombo, to fill position number 1 on the Youth Council with the term beginning immediately and expiring upon graduation from high school. Debbie, you wish to speak to your motion?
She's very,
Don't,
very talented for her age.
Yeah,
no, go back where you were, like the TV antenna.
yeah.
That's it.
Okay,
Thank you.
yes, Beth.
I think one of the recurring themes that she brought up is trying to think outside of the box, and sometimes we get so narrowly focused on doing an event or promoting something in a particular way that doesn't resonate with a different subset or folks that maybe, are not English as their primary language, and how can they think differently about promoting so that we can cast a bigger net for more inclusion. And I thought that was I thought she was very well spoken and articulated that really well, and is working on doing that now. And I think that's what we'll need more of that.
Great. Anybody else? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Pranjal Saran to fill position number 3 on the Youth Council with a term beginning July 1, 2026 and expiring upon graduation from high school. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Does the council wish to take further action? Yeah, Jeff.
I'd like to appoint Emily Leong to position number 4 of the Youth Council with a term beginning July 1st, 2026 and expiring upon graduation.
Okay,
Second.
Christine, okay. It's been moved and seconded to appoint Emily Leong to fill position number 4 on the Youth Council with the term beginning July 1, 2026 and expiring upon graduation from high school. Jeff, you wish to speak to your motion?
Emily has done a lot and has gotten extremely involved. She believes in a lot of advocacy. She's a camp counselor, wants to see better programs, but she wants to stop bullying in middle school, which is becoming a bigger and bigger theme, it seems like, in the local area. She wants to have events, and her idea of having the fire department come out and spray kids down during the summer was a great idea. What really impressed me, though, besides wanting to do, having diversity and inclusion, she is a member of DECA at Kentwood High School and is a state qualifier. And as a former DECA student, that was extremely hard to become a state. And so it's very impressive that she got that far.
Thank you. Christina. Speak for
Yeah.
a second.
Sure. Jeff covered it incredibly. And I just to elaborate a little bit further, not just to stop bullying, but I really liked her idea. It wasn't just, tell people to stop bullying, but to create after school activities so that other like-minded kids could join together and find friends and find community, to see that there's other people like them. And that was, I thought that was very insightful, but she's incredible. She said she manages about 30 clubs at
Yeah.
once. What? Who does that?
Yeah.
I need to hire her. She's amazing.
Anybody else wish to speak for or against the motion? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Emily Leong to fill position number 4 on the Youth Council with the term beginning July 1, 2026 and expiring upon graduation from high school. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Mayor,
yeah,
I'd like to add that while 3 of these positions don't
Yes.
start until July 1st of 26, I would encourage all 3 members to start being involved now and at least being observing of what's going on so that they can get a running start when they start.
that great suggestion. Is that, Regan, something we can put in our communications to them?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Krista.
Yeah. Up next is appointments to the Arts Commission. Does the council wish to take action?
Yes.
Mayor Smith,
Yeah.
may I jump in for just 1 second,
Sure.
please? As a quick point of order, I just wanted to let council know that there, with a brief recess, it would be helpful for the mayor to give a brief overview of what happened during a 6-minute period from let's see here, 7:20. Sorry, let me get the exact time. 7:20 6:25 to 7:31. I believe there was one appointment made during that time, and if you could just restate what happened, that would be helpful for the record.
Okay, I'm assuming it was the last appointment. So during the period from 7:25 PM to 7:31, the council took action to appoint, and I got to get to it, Emily Leung to fill position number 4 on the Youth Council with the term beginning July 1, 2026 and expiring upon graduation. The vote was unanimous.
It was the 3 appointments.
Oh, you want all 3 of them? Okay.
And I don't know that you need
Yeah.
to state all the names.
Okay.
Just what those
So-
took place.
During that period, the council took action and appointed 3 students to our youth council. These are the terms begin July 1, 2026 and expire upon graduation. All votes were unanimous.
That's
Okay.
perfect. Thank you, Mayor.
You're
Sorry to jump
welcome.
in.
Okay, where was I? Up next, consider appointments to the Arts Commission. Does the council wish to take action? So.
I would like to move to appoint Gail Elliott to fill position number 2 on the Arts Commission with the term expiring May
Gail
31,
was-
2020.
Yeah, it was for the
equity.
equity cultural.
Oh, I'm
That's all, you can point, you can
Yes.
point her to.
One, thank you. I have it reversed in my stack. Lisa Ibarra, please.
Right.
Thank you. To fill position number 2 on the Arts Commission with the term expiring May 31, 2028.
Second.
Sure. Who wants to be the
Thanks,
second?
guys. She seconded.
Okay.
All right, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Lisa Ibarra to fill position number 2 on the Arts Commission with the term expiring May 31st, 2028. Jennifer, speak. to your
Yes,
motion.
Lisa has a ton of experience in the arts community and not only is art docent at Jenkins Creek, but also runs an after-school art club. I mean, to be at Jenkins Creek and have all of that exposure to art, they are lucky kids. And she's also works for a company that does some regional touches with art as well. And she really made it very clear that what she likes about these different parts of the I guess areas of art that she touches is the community outreach, and that's such an important part of Arts Commission. I know she'll be a great fit.
Thank you. Debbie, I'll speak to you second.
Well, everything that Jennifer said, in regards to the community outreach, she wanted to make sure that we're hitting all of the different demographics. So I thought that was key too. She'll do a good job.
Great. Any other council member want to speak for or against? Yeah,
I
Riley.
will echo what Jennifer and Debbie said. I also noticed she mentioned wanting more public murals,
Mhm.
and that was a challenging one when I served on the commission, and I'm interested to see if she has any new ideas and ways to make that possible.
That's great. Anybody else or against? Okay. It's been moved and seconded to appoint Lisa Ibarra to fill position number 2 on the Arts Commission with the term expiring May 31st, 2028. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this has been appointed. Up next is consider appointment to the Equity, Cultural, and Social Justice Commission. Council wish to take action. Yeah, Jennifer.
Now I would like to nominate Gail Elliott, because she's sitting there and I can see her on my mind. For position number 6 on the Equity, Cultural, and Social Justice Commission with the term expiring September 30th, 2027.
Okay, there a second?
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to appoint Gail Elliott to fill position number 6 on the Equity, Cultural, and Social Justice Commission with the term expiring September 30th, 2027. Jennifer, speak to you.
Yeah, I love to hear that Gail was excited about hearing that there was an ECSJ commission and making, it a point to help make the commission more public and talk it up and really promote Covington as a safe space for everyone that lives here. She's a proponent for diverse populations, has experience at work serving on boards and serving on groups that participate in supporting diverse groups. So I know she'll be a great fit to ECSJ, and I'm excited that she learned about it.
Riley, you want to speak to your second?
Of course. I am very excited about Gail joining our group because, sorry, I have a couple of things on my mind. One, I love that she identifies as an ally for the LGBTQ community. And I think that introducing herself that way shows a level of bravery that I highly respect. Having a safe space in Covington for all residents is important to everyone up here on the dais. And I think she would be a great person to add to our Equity, Cultural, and Social Justice Commission for that reason.
Thank you. Anybody else want to speak for or against the motion? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Gail Elliott, fill position number 6 on the Equity, Cultural, and Social Justice Commission with a term expiring September 30th, 2027. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Gail, been appointed. Congratulations. That's it for the new business. We're now up to future agenda items. Is there really anything the council would like to see on future agenda? Okay. Next meeting is February 24th. So now we're up to council staff comments. We'll start with the chief.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We had a good, last Thursday, had a meeting with the Chamber of Commerce in here. Many members of the chamber were happy with the progress the city has made in both crime and all avenues that we've made the business. So it was an enjoyable meeting to be at, and I appreciate Councilmember Hartzog being there. Thank you.
Great. I'll go to online. Up next, I guess, Dawn.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dawn. Ethan? Let's see.
Hi, Mayor and Council. Nothing from me tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Is Casey on? I can't see it.
Oh.
Okay. No. Selena?
Hi, good evening, Mayor and Council. Nothing from me tonight. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to bring my readers in the future. I can go up to Regan.
Yep, thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of items. As you know, we've got our Tri-Cities meeting coming up on February 25th, and then the following week on March 4th, we've got our joint meeting with the Kent School Board. We've been working on putting those agendas together, should have those finalized pretty soon, and we'll get them out to you. That's it.
Thank you. Okay. Krista?
Thank you again for a great summit. We are working on finalizing our summit summary, and we'll have our summit action items coming to you soon as well. That's
Thank
my
you.
update. Thank you.
Christina? Oh, what's that?
Park.
Did I ask Ethan?
Mark.
Oh, Mark, sorry. Oh, yeah. I said Park. Mark, yes. Sorry.
I mean, I
Mark.
already spoke once tonight, so
Yeah, I was like, I also trying.
There is an executive session tonight for real estate acquisition pursuant to RCW 4230-110 sub 1 sub little b, and I have no additional report. Thank you, Mayor.
Now, Christina.
Okay, nothing from me. Thank you for a
Okay.
great meeting.
Riley.
I'm just looking forward to all of our new commissioners who are joining.
Beth. No, sorry.
Oh.
Good.
So I had the opportunity to attend the SCA training. For folks that are that are going to be sitting on boards or as alternates for SCA, and a lot of it was really great refresher. It's always good to do that every so often just to reset. But it was also a great opportunity to connect with some of our electeds in our local adjoining cities. There was a lot of networking that went on in the beginning, so great conversations there, and I'm looking forward to the first PIC meeting tomorrow evening. They're going to be introducing all sorts of things to us and those of us that are new. So as that kind of parlays into the next item that I had Regan sent out, as a member of PIC and as the PIC committee, the goal is to collaborate on issues that we can have one united voice with. So if there are any other items that we may want to have consensus with as a council that I can bring to pick to incorporate into that agenda for the year. I know Regan sent the letter out and had some of his thoughts from the city as far as like legislation priorities and funding for the city. If anyone has anything they want to add, either now or let Regan know, Krista, and they can forward it to me and I can help incorporate that in. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Beth.
Mhm.
Debbie?
Thank you. Well, I'd like to thank our chief and police
Mhm.
department in their quick response on the home burglary last week. That not only showed how strong our department is, but just the collaboration and in the other group. So unfortunately, someone was broken into, but what came out of that was good was that there
Mhm.
was an immediate arrest and with prior felons. So, and the crime stats continue to look good.
Mhm.
Something that we like to present at our HOAs. And then Regan and staff did a great job of having materials available for the morning meetup last week. Everything from the parks discussion and Lake Point. So lots of activity, people going around. It was one of the better attended groups that I've seen. So anyway, that's all I had.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. Jennifer?
Just wanted to share that summit was great as usual. We covered so much on that agenda and yeah, it felt like and it felt like it. But it went really well as usual and great collaboration and inspiration for the year ahead. So yeah, it's great.
Thank you. Jeff?
I am looking forward to the weather continuing to get warmer so that Dawn and Bob can get our roads and then maybe the 3 roads in the Covington community area that have been. Yeah, that's right. There is no roads.
So
It's-
bad.
Part of it's still gravel. Looking forward to that getting finished and then also watching Lake Point take off this
Yeah.
spring.
That's it. Okay, thank you. I just have a quick update. The Regional Fire Authority had its regular meeting last Wednesday. We had our first public hearing on the fire benefit charge. That's an opportunity for the public to challenge their assessment. Usually they're looking at if the size of their building was incorrectly calculated, something like that. Had an interesting challenge this time. The person's not challenging that or even the cost, they're challenging how the charge is calculated. So actually challenging the equation itself. And that's a first. And I'll be curious to see how the board replies to that. He brought some evidence that he owns some apartment buildings and they're of similar make and size to others in the area, and they're being charged quite a bit more than what others would be. And that's not, because they have alarms or extinguishers, they're basically comparable. So I'll be curious to see what the board decides to do on that. But we only had 2, and that's usually pretty typical for challenges for tens of thousands of fire benefit charges that goes out. So usually I provide an update on major incidents, but there weren't any since the last time. So the fire department was actually happy about that. And then the major new business was the RFA was looking for special authorization to purchase 3 new Ford Lightning F-150 trucks. Those are the electric vehicles. Ford has indicated they are no longer going to make those vehicles. And so they wanted to jump on them quickly for fear that others would be doing the exact same thing. And I guess we have in a request for 3 of those vehicles. The council or the commission approved that. And so they'll be moving quickly to purchase those new vehicles. They have one already, I guess it's the first in the state, and they're very pleased with its performance and range, so they wanted to get the other three while they had the opportunity, but we'll see when we come back, so. Okay, that's it. So we're up to our next public comment period. Speakers will state their name, organization, and whether they are a Covington resident. Comments are directed to City Council, not the audience or staff. Comments are to be related to city business. Comments are not intended for conversation or debate and are limited to 4 minutes per speaker. For attendees participating by Zoom, click the raise hand button. For attendees participating by phone, dial *9 to raise your hand. Once the city grants permission to speak, press unmute in Zoom or dial *6 to unmute by phone. Is there anyone in the City Hall that wants to address the council? Anyone online? Okay, seeing no one. Close that public comment period. We do have an executive session, a real estate acquisition related to RCW 42.30.110, subsection 1, subsection B. How long do you think it'll take?
10-15 minutes.
Okay, so let's go. We'll be adjourned or in recess until, what is that, 8:02? That we're 8:00, let's go 8:05. And then at that time, come back, no further action. Is that correct, Regan? Okay, all right, so we are in recess until 8:05. Okay.
Always make cookies.
Really? Nice. We're not back yet, so we got 3 minutes. We got 1 minute. Yeah, we got 1 minute. Yeah.
Oh, you both have to stay.
No, I do, so.
Oh.
I'm just getting my stuff together because, well.
Good night.
So when I finish, this one.
Oh,
yeah. Just push it. Push the bell. Well, it's, yeah, it's all around it. There's several different muscle structures around it in this stretching.
Okay, so we're back from executive session. The council is not taking any further action, and this meeting is adjourned at 8:05.